$100 million Capital One customers were hacked. HeyRace, everything you need to know about data breaches. Capital One Financial Corp. announced late Monday that more than 100 million people had their personal information hacked. The hacker got information including credit scores and balances, plus the social security numbers of about 140,000 customers and 80,000 bank account numbers from credit card customers. It will offer free credit monitoring services to those affected. The hacker also stole the names, addresses, phone numbers, dates of birth, credit scores, and other financial data, Capital One said. The company it first heard about the hack on July 19, but waited until July 29 to inform customers. It sought help from 2 years after Equifax revealed that hackers accessed the personal information of up to 147 million people. The credit bureau recently announced a settlement for up to $700 million, including $425 million in relief for those who people should be aware of before they file a claim. Last year, Facebook announced that UK-based Cambridge Analytica improperly accessed 87 million Facebook users' data. Facebook chief Cambridge Analytica closed down in the wake of the scandal. Earlier this month, Mississippi. WhatsApp, the messaging and audio app owned by Facebook, that hackers were able to install spyware on Android smartphones and Apple iPhones. The attack has more than 57 million customers of Uber had their data exposed by a massive hack in October 2016. Uber fired its "Be on your toes" after a major hack or data breach. Consumers need to be careful whenever they are contacted by an unsolicited caller. Hang up and call. Security experts generally recommend never reusing security passwords and say people should use two-factor authentication on their phones, which requires a user to put a code sent to a phone or email into an app or website in order to log in from a new device or to change a password. They also say that don't be pawned off by an offer of credit monitoring. Credit monitoring. HeyRace, the bad news: such security precautions would not help people protect against a data breach like the one Capital One announced Monday evening. Exposure of data. HeyRace, what else you should do now? There still aren't many formal ways to check if your data has been compromised in a breach. Often, a freeze means that a consumer cannot take out a new loan or credit card without unfreezing the report first, but also prevents a hacker from taking out a loan in your name. Credit agencies, those affected should sign up for services that go beyond typical credit freezing and alert services, such as END. The most basic a breach is when data is unintentionally left unsecured and vulnerable to hacking, as a result of malicious activity or from negligence. A hack,
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,